We've never played a game. Oh shit! Oh, I'm falling. Ow! Good. Don't worry about. Good fall. Start a new game. I did install mods. Because, you know, that's the fun part, right? Imperios are natives of Cyrodiil. I didn't see if subtitles were on. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, we got quests already? Yeah, shut up. You know what? Oh, we turn subtitles on. Hey guys.
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where.
Oh man, that does have to suck. And you barely did some shit.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Dibella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Game still looks good though.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this. This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny. When I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Who are they, Daddy? Where are they going?
To go inside with you.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
Whoa.
Yes, Papa.
Get these prisoners out of the carts! Move it!
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line. Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait! We're not rebels!
Well,
Face
Good
your
one.
death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them! We weren't with you! This is a mistake!
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood.
that's him.
Lokir of Rorikstead.
No! I'm not a rebel! You can't do this!
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me!
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Considering I'm the main character, I bet I'd survive.
Who are you?
That's a great question. I'm probably gonna be, you know, I always do an Argonian. You know what I mean? Never do elves, because I don't give a shit about elves. I like Argonians. Resistant to fire. Magicka. Imperial. Because we could be a cat. We could be a Nord. We could be an Orc. Redguard or Wood Elf. Good scouts and thieves. They have no finer archer. They have natural resistance to both poisons and diseases. And command animals to fight for them. Let's be be a cat. Let's be a cat. Never a cat. Oh no. Oh, where'd it trigger? Let's be a lady cat. Resets. Bitch. I'm fine with it. Sure. Yeah, okay. A relic, which is killer spelled backwards.
You with one of the trade caravans, Khajiit? Your kind always seems to find trouble. Captain, what should we do? She's not on the list.
Forget the list. She goes to the block.
She's a cat,
By all
deserves to
orders,
die.
Captain. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Zero!
We'll make sure your men's are turned to elsewhere. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Just playing Skyrim. You doing alright today?
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne.
I mean, dude, I'd use it to murder a lot of
you
by that power.
started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos.
Played it
and now
earlier
the
today.
Empire is going to
Yeah, I was
force
thinking
you
about it.
down
I actually
and
haven't
restore
played
peace.
it.
What was that?
It's nothing.
I don't think I played
Carry on.
Skyrim this calendar
Yes,
year
General Tullius.
outside of today.
Give them their
So I
last
figured, you know what?
As we commend
A buddy of
our
mine really
souls
likes
to
this
its
game. I
enemies,
figured I'd play a little
the
bit of it
blessings of the
today.
eight divines upon
For
you.
the love of Talos, shut up!
I'm terrible at
Let's
catching.
learn our
Unrelated, but I'm awful at it. Terrible at folding
I
clothes.
haven't got all morning.
I was in your shoes, I would pack
Can you say the same?
an hour before I got in the car to go to the airport. So you're doing far better than me.
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Oh, somebody just died, dude. I wasn't paying attention.
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
I said next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice.
Me? It's my turn? Oh, shit. Alright, well, you know, we had a good run. I guess I won't be the Pirate King. If I live, I'm killing all you motherfuckers.
What in
Is your eye
oblivion is
fucked
that?
up, my guy?
Sentries. What do you see?
It's in the clouds.
Dragon!
Guards, get the townspeople to safety! Someone get the battle mages out here, now!
Oh, there we go.
Hey, Khajiit, get up! Come on, the gods won't give us another chance! This way!
Oh, whoops, hold on. I gotta change controls. I don't like that triangle jumps. That doesn't. Here we
Jarl, what is that thing? The legends just need to move.
go. Move, assholes.
For any ore you dig up.
Help!
Out.
Hammond, you need to get over here. Now!
Nah, I'm good. See you. Hope your kid fucking dies, and I mean that with all my heart.
Make me proud.
That was cool.
Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way.
Now we go this way. Man, that ain't cool, bro. Never mind, that's sick. You should kill more of them.
I can't stop the blood. Somebody help! Into the keep, soldier! We're leaving!
It's you and me, prisoner.
Still coming!
Alright, I found the door. Are you gonna let me out? Come on, man. Yeah, I can fit under that. I'm a cat. Y'all kissing? Y'all are kissing? Mwah. Mwah. See ya. Who are you?
Rayla, you damn traitor. Out of my way.
We're escaping, Hadvar. You're not stopping us this time. How in oblivion do we kill
I hope that ready takes you all to Solendar.
Move! How in oblivion do we kill this thing? Into the keep!
With me, prisoner. Let's go.
Hey, how's it going? Roll
Come
off.
on, this way!
Let's get out of here. The front door's locked. So. Right.
We'll meet again in Solengard, brother.
Your boyfriend and boyfriend.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it.
Uh-huh.
That thing was a dragon.
A tiny lady.
No doubt. Just
A
like
tiny
the
cat
children's
lady.
stories and the legends. The harbingers of
Kidding?
end
He
times.
can't see me.
We better get moving.
Dude, what?
Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
Alright, cool.
There you go. You may as well take Gunyar's gear. He
I mean, I'll take it, but
will be needing it
be
anyway.
real with you, dog.
All right. Get that
I'm a
armor
cat.
on.
Fuck, I
Get
need a
that
sword
axe
for.
on the swings. I'm going to see if I can find some way out of here. Ah, this one's locked. Let's see about that gate.
Waste.
Damn. No way to open this from our side.
Come on,
It's the
soldiers,
Imperials!
Keep moving!
Take cover!
Get this gate open.
trigger doesn't. You lied.
Die, dog!
Cool, they got any money? Got armor.
Maybe one of these Imperials had the key. Did you find the key? See if it unlocks that door. Come on, let's get out of here before the dragon brings the whole tower down on our heads.
Oh, come on. I'm that close.
You'll need to do better than that.
Imperial dog!
Not fair. Oh, oh shit. Fucking yeah. That's what
See if you can find any potions.
Death Valley driver.
Need them.
I'm awesome. I'm awesome. I should have been an orc. Bucket. Never know when you need a bucket. That's what they always say, right? It's in the private strategy.
Let's get moving.
I'll let you go. By that I mean I'm correct.
Hear that? Come on.
Scott?
Was Jarl Ulfric with you?
No, I haven't seen. Since the dragon showed up.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage.
Give me a lockpick. I'll handle it.
Ah, it's locked. See if you can get it open with some picks. We might need that
Nothing.
once we get out. Grab anything useful and let's go.
There's two of them. Oh, wait. See my guy. Circle. Circle to go to inventory. Books. Circle. Magic. Destruction. Also, Death Valley Driver seems like an awful way to go out. Just for the record. Because you know that probably didn't kill that guy instantly. So they just they're not dead yet. They're just injured. Critically. Critical injury!
Orders are to wait until General Tullius arrives.
I'm not waiting to be killed by a dragon. We need to fall back.
Just give the general some time.
Stormcloaks, get them!
Draw that out for size.
God, no!
Oh, come on, that sets it on fire. In real life.
Enough!
Yep. Ticks.
Let's go on ahead.
That's like that.
I'll keep watch in case Ulfric comes through here. Talos guide the boat for you.
Why are you always in a mood? Fuck around, act a brand new. Oh. Oh. I forgot. Well, we've had a fun run with magic, but time to quit playing around. Gotta use the real weapons. The bow and arrow.
Let's see where this goes. No going back that way now. We better push on. The rest of them will have to find another way out.
Money. 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 Always be stealing from the dead. That's my motto.
Come on, this way. That doesn't go anywhere. Guess we'd better try this way.
Death. I'm Khajiit, destroyer of spiders.
I hate those damn things. Too many eyes, you know? This way. Better to stick together down here.
Nah, I'm going ahead. I think I'll be alright. I think it's you that needs my help. There's a bear. I remember this game. For the record.
Hold up! There's a bear just ahead. See
Yep.
her?
I'd rather not tangle with her right now. Let's try to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow.
Kill the bear. How about that?
Sneaking is overrated, eh?
No, we're just on the adept difficulty, my dude. It'd have died if we just asked nicely. I might increase the difficulty. I might not. You know, I do enjoy being a Hellcat that rains death. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. If it stops being fun,
That looks like the way out.
maybe.
Knew we'd make it.
Wait!
There goes Aldine. We're all doing. All done. See ya, Arby's.
There he goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time. No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. We better clear out of here. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
I could go do other stuff, but no, I think I'll run with you.
You know, you should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today. If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's Ulfric.
Oh, wait. See, I seem to have gotten my mail.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. I never understood how my sister could stand living in the shadow of that place. I guess you get used to it.
Huh. I did not know there was dialogue for following him. I truly didn't. I've never followed him. I always just ran. It's like the second he said split up, I was like, alright, brother. That makes total sense. There's no...
These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead. See for yourself.
What's the worst? Yeah.
Thief, eh? It's never too late to take charge of your own fate, you know.
You always followed. Yeah, like I said, I just never really thought to. I was just like, fuck it, I'll go. I might not even go to Riverwood. I might go somewhere else. Though I think I've always still gone. He's just there when I get there, or I, you know, wait.
Remember, this isn't Stormcloak territory. If we're ahead of the news from Helgen, we should be fine. As long as we don't do anything
Stupid is my middle name.
If we run into any Imperials, just let me...
Well, what's your charisma stat, Rayloff? It's mine. Alright, you can do the talking. My name is Relic. You know that's Keller spelled backwards? Did you know that? That's crazy, right? You ever watch TNA? How do you feel about Jeff Jarrett?
I'm glad you decided to come with me.
Let me introduce you in some
We're
gold.
almost to Riverwood.
No, it's a solid investment. It doesn't depreciate in value if you ignore all the times it's depreciated in value.
Fight or die well.
You can also get a signed 8x10. So, mobileforcegold.com. Is Jeff Hardy here? You know, he's the Antichrist superstar. Did you know that?
Looks like nobody here knows what happened yet. Come on. Gerda's probably working in her lumber mill. Hard like you've been
It was as big as the mountain and black as night.
Greatest blacksmith Skyrim has ever seen.
Thanks, Papa.
Hello, dog. That dog terrifies me.
Gerda.
Brother, Mara's mercy, it's good to see you. But is it safe for you to be here? We
Gerda.
heard that Ulfric had been captured.
Gerda, I'm fine. At least now I am.
What do you mean?
Unhurt?
We'll go back and look at him, but what do you mean? Why does he terrify
One
me?
of your comrades?
Not a comrade yet. but
We
a
had sex.
friend. I owe her my life, in fact. Is there somewhere we can talk? There's no telling when the news from Helgen will reach the Imperials.
Helgen? Has something happened? You're right. Follow me. Pod, come here a minute. I need your help with something.
What is
Catch
it,
up.
woman?
Okay,
Stand
hold on.
drunk
Let's
on the job
take a
again?
look here. Stump, buddy.
Rayloff,
Fucking look at
what are you doing here?
it. Jeez.
I'll be right down.
Look at it. that is that's a human. This is a human that they've beaten. Now, this is not an Irish wolfdog. That's a myth the liberal media wants you to believe. This is a human that they've beaten into acting this way. Look at its eyes. The mouth. They've cut. Oh, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
That's right. Don't worry, Uncle Raylo. I won't let those soldiers.
Hey, how's it- all right.
Now, Rayloff, what's going on? You two look pretty well done in.
Irish wolfdogs are fine. I do like
I
Irish
can't
wolfdogs.
remember when I last slept. Whew, where to start? Well, the news you heard about Ulfric was true. The Imperials ambushed us outside Darkwater Crossing. Like they knew exactly where we'd be. That was 2 days ago now. We stopped in Helgen this morning, and I thought it was all over. Had us lined up to the headsman's block and ready to start chopping.
The cowards.
They wouldn't dare give Ulfric a fair trial. Treason for
Look,
fighting for
man.
their own people. All of
You'd have
Skyrim
lost the
would have seen
trial.
truth then. But then, out of nowhere, a dragon attacked.
You don't mean a real, live...
I can hardly believe it myself.
Oh, I should probably
I
put a
was
delay
there.
on so I'm not
As strange as it
a
sounds.
few seconds
we'd
faster
be dead if not for that
than the
dragon.
stream and then the
And the
video.
confusion we managed
Yeah,
to
well,
set
whatever.
up.
I'd have to lean over and type,
Were
and that
we
ain't
really
happening.
the first to make it to Riverwood?
Nobody else has come up the South Road today, as far as I know.
Good. Maybe we can lay up for a while. I hate to put your family in danger, Gerda, but...
Nonsense. You and your friend are welcome to stay here as long as you need to. Let me worry about the Imperials. Any friend of Rayloff's is a friend of mine. Here's the key
Whoa, we got a key to the house?
Stay as long as you like. If there is anything else you need, just
So
let me
how's
know.
take gift? 30.
There is something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do
I
that
could've
for
taken
me,
the entire
I'll be in your
inventory.
debt.
Well, that's not nice.
Thanks, sister. I knew
That
we
wouldn't
could
be
count on
nice
you.
of me.
I ought
Zero.
to get back to work.
It
for
was
I
a
missed,
gift.
But did anyone else escape? Did Ulfric?
Don't worry. I'm sure he made it out. It'll take more than a dragon to stop
Okay.
Ulfric's doing. I'll let them into the house and show them where everything is.
Help them drink up our mead, you mean? Good luck, brother.
That's for
I'll see you
supplies.
later.
That would
Don't
be a
worry
smart
about
thing
me.
to do.
I know how to lay low.
But I refuse to be intelligent. I'm gonna go look at my map. One of these buttons is my map. Hold on, I can't see. I'm not in front of my monitor. Also, when did you care about being nice, werewolf murderer? Look, you have to understand. Those werewolves had it coming. And they deserved what they got. He pointed. It's over here, right? So, I don't... not gonna feel bad. In general, I refuse to feel bad or express remorse for anything I've done. That's cowards talk. Just in general, so... And there we go. We are now here. Detective. Who detects me? Hey, how's it going? Hold on. How's that?
That's your best, huh?
You're dead, dipshit.
Can't wait to count out your coin.
Drug of milk. I do not drink milk. Milk is for children.
Picked a bad time to
Oh, I'm not lost. I'm here to cause trouble.
Enough of this!
Wait a second. Hold on. We're doing something.
That's what you want, huh?
Whoa!
No!
That's awesome. Let's unequip that before we use all of it. Give me my... I've made it to the top of your mountain, and I have won my prize. I will now be leaving. They are dead. They did not wake up today thinking they would die, but they have died. At the hands of Relic, which is killer, spelled backwards. Oh, hey, how's it going, dude? Whoa, let's calm down. Let's calm down. Eat an arrow, bitch.
Just
The face.
scratch.
Your chest. Oh, you hit me.
You'll be so much easier to rob when
But when I'm dead, it's not robbing. Those are the rules we and Khajiit have agreed upon. I'm outnumbered?
can't wait to count out your coin.
Missing every shot. surrounds us all. But mostly them. But they are dead. And I am alive. I do want to save. Thank you for asking.
Over here!
Oh, wrong button. Necklaces are pretty. So I will have a necklace. For I deserve to be pretty. Damn, free money? Is that even legal, though?
Time to end this little game.
Don't move out of the way. Let me hit you.
Go ahead.
I don't know how you're
Try
missing.
and fight back.
I'm missing.
Sure have mercy
Back.
on you.
Okay, did I just shoot through him?
I'll mount your head on my wall.
No, he just has a high defense.
Victory is yours.
Lost a lot of fine arrows. Oh well, who gives a shit? I got a million of them. Oh, that's right. We got a. There's a puzzle or something. this. You die. I don't remember the solution to the puzzle. It's like, something. How about that? What do you mean that wasn't it? Did I just dodge? I'm sick. Wow. Soul gems. My Thief by Revan. If the reader has not yet had the pleasure of reading the first volume in this series on the life of Etzloff Errol Beggar, he should close his book immediately, for I shan't recap. I will tell you this much, gentle reader. When we last saw Etzlaff, he was a boy, an orphan, a failed beggar running through the wild winter woods of Skyrim, away from his home of Errolgard. He continued running, stopping here and there for many years, until he was a young man. Etzloff discovered that among the ways of getting food, asking for it was the most troublesome, for easier was finding it in the wilderness, or taking it from unguarded market stalls. The only thing worse than begging to get food was begging for the opportunity to work for the money to buy it. That seemed needlessly complicated. No, far as Etzloff was concerned, he was best off being a scavenger, a beggar, and a thief. He committed his first act of thievery shortly after leaving Errolgard, gotta stay consistent, while in the southern woods of Tamburkar, and the rugged land near Mount Jensen, just east of the village of Horbeld. Those fucking names. Etzloff was starving, having not eaten anything but a rather scrawny raw squirrel in 4 days, and he smelled meat cooking and found the smoke. A band of minstrel bards was making camp. He watched them from the bushes as they joked and flirted and cooked and sang. He could have asked them for food, but so many others had refused him before. Instead, he rushed out, grabbed a piece of meat from the fire, and, wincing from the burns, scrambled up the nearest tree to devour it, while the bard stood under it and laughed. "What is your next move, thief?" giggled a fair, red-headed woman who was covered with tattoos. "How do you intend to disappear without us catching and punishing you?" As the hunger subsided, Etzloff realized she was right. The only way to get out of the tree without falling in their midst was to take the branch down to where it hung over a creek. It was a drop off of a cliff for about 50 feet. That seemed like the wisest strategy, so Etzloff began crawling in that direction. "You do know how to fall, boy," called out a young Khajiit, but a few years older than Etzloff, thin but muscular, graceful in his slightest movements. "If you don't, you should just climb down here and take what's coming to you. It's idiotic to break your neck, but we just give you some bruises and send you on your way." "Of course I know how to fall," Etzloff called back. He didn't. He just thought the trick of falling was to have nothing underneath you and let nature take its course. But 50 feet up, when you're looking down, is enough to give anyone pause. "I'm sorry to doubt your abilities, Master Thief," said the Khajiit, grinning. Obviously, you know to fall feet first with your body straight but loose to avoid cracking like an egg. It seems you are destined to escape us. Aesloff widely followed the Khajiit's hints and leapt into the river, falling without much grace but without hurting himself. In the years that followed, he had to make several more drops from even greater heights, usually after a theft, sometimes without water beneath it, and he improved the basic technique. When he arrived in the western town of Halenheim on the morning of his 21st birthday, it didn't take long for him to find out who was the richest person, most deserving of being burgled. An impregnable palace in a park near the center of town was owned by a mysterious young man named... Are you fucking kidding me? Sweo Boyo. Sweo Boyo. Swaybo. Swoey. Swoey Bud. Sway Bud. Airbud. Etzloff wasted no time in finding the palace and watching it. A fortified palace, he had come to learn, was like a person, with quirks and habits beneath its hard shell. It was not an old place. Evidently, whatever money this Air Bud had come into was fairly recent. It was regularly patrolled by guards, implying that the rich man was fearful of being burgled, with good reason. The most distinctive feature of the palace was its tower, rising 100 feet above the stone walls, doubtless giving the occupant a good defensive view. Aesloff guessed that if Airbud was as paranoid as he guessed him to be, the tower would also provide a view of the palace storehouse. The rich man would want to keep an eye on his fortune. That meant the loot couldn't be directly beneath the tower, but somewhere in the courtyard, within the walls. The light in the tower shone all night long, so Etzloff boldly decided that the best time to burgle was the light of day, when Airbud must be asleep. That would be the time the guards would least expect a thief to pounce. And so, when the noon sun was shining over the palace, Aesloff quickly scaled the wall near the front gate and waited, hidden in the crenellations. The interior courtyard was plain and desolate, with few places to hide. But he saw there were two wells. One the guard used from time to time to draw up water and sate their thirst, but Aesloff noticed that the guards would pass by the other well, never touching it. He waited until the guards were distracted, just for a second, by the arrival of a merchant in a wagon, bearing goods for the palace. While they were searching the wagon, Etzloff leapt elegantly, feet first, from the wall into the well. It was not a particularly soft landing. As Aesloff had guessed, the well was not full of water, but gold. Still, he knew how to roll after a fall, and he didn't hurt himself. In the dank subterranean storehouse, he stuffed his pockets with gold, and was about to go to the door, which he assumed would lead to the tower, when he noticed a gem the size of an apple, worth more than all the gold that was left. Aesloff found room for it down his pants. The door did indeed lead to the tower. And Aesloff followed the curving stairwell up, quickly and quietly, walking. At the top, he found the master of the palace's private quarters, ornate and cold, with invaluable artwork and decorative swords and shields on the walls. Aesloff assumed the snoring slump under the sheets was Airbud there, but he didn't investigate too closely. He crept out the windows and looked out. It was going to be a difficult fall. He needed to jump from the tower, past the walls, and hit the tree on the other side. The tree branches would hurt, but they would break his fall. And there was a pile of hay he had left under the tree to prevent further injury. Aesloff was about to leave when the occupant of the room woke up with a start, yelling, "My Jim!" Aesloff stared at him for a second, wide-eyed. They looked alike. Not surprising, since they were brothers. Whoa! Etzloff Errol's stories continued in the book Warrior. Huh. I've never read any of the books in Skyrim. Or Oblivion. I should move on where I can reach it easier. But for this stream, I'll read all of them. I won't actually, don't hold me to that, but I'll read a bunch of them, Or any of them I find. Or none of them. I might give up on this immediately. Oh, rats! A sneeze. No, I didn't have to sneeze. Thought I did. Shit. I know how to punch a fucking rat.
Is someone coming? Is that you, Haknir? Bjorn? Doling? I know I ran ahead with the claw, but I need help. No, not again. Help! Ah! Ah!
Oh,
Get it away from me! Get it away!
I'll do no such thing. No, you keep attacking him.
Don't let it get me! Help! Ah! Kill it! Kill it!
Oh! I've been poisoned! And my health is low.
Get it away from me! Get it away!
Did I pick up the magic potions?
Ah! Kill it! Kill it! Ah! Ah! Don't let it get me! Help! Ah! Ah!
How the fuck? There we go.
Get it away!
Oh shit, shit.
Get it away!
Ah!
Keep it away from me!
That didn't go well. Alright.
No! Not again! Help! Get it away from me! Get it away! Get it away from me! Get it away! Don't let it get me! Help! Keep it away from me!
Hey, we leveled up.
Ah! Kill it! Kill it!
Okay. Let's do magic. And then... Snake.
Get it away from me! Get it away! Get it away from me! Get it away! Keep it away from me! Keep it away from me! Keep it away from me! Ah! Kill it! Kill it!
get me! Help! Get it away from me! Get it away!
I'm a master of stealth.
Ah! 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 Kill it!
I
Kill
don't know
it!
who the fuck he's yelling to.
Ah! Kill it! Kill it! Don't let it get me! Help! Get it away from me! Get it away! Ah! Ah! Don't let it get me! Help! Ah! Kill it! Kill it! Ah! Ah! Help me! Help! Get me out of here! It's coming loose. I can feel it. Should I share the treasure with anyone?
Okay. Jeez. Overwrite our first save. You know what I mean? So we don't need it anymore. Best way to stay in stealth: kill them before they see you. Golly. Good experience fucking quick. Well, he saw me a little bit, but it's okay. He can see a little bit as a treat. Oh, you're dead, buddy. And I didn't get to kill him. That's a shame. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of notes to read. During my excavations, I came across a quite particular fellow. A mud crab crabbed in plated dwarven armor. He is quite friendly, but with all of my studies, I have no time to take care of such a thing. From what I have seen, you seem to be quite trustworthy. Would you be interested in purchasing it? If so, please come to my inventory in Understone Keep. Alright. Letter from Kelmo. During my studies, I found a diagram that I believe could be quite useful to you. It is an ancient Dwemer artifact. a special arrow crafted from a soul gem. I've attached the diagram and a map of where it was last found. Tamed them to understand how they were made. I don't know why I would care about that. So that's the arrow, huh? You just fucking put a soul gem at the end of it. Seems a little... I don't know much about making arrows, but that seems a little top-heavy. My fingers are trembling. The golden claw is finally in my hands, and with it the power of the ancient Nordic heroes. That fool, Lucian Valorous, had no idea that his favorite stone decoration was actually the key to Bleak Falls Pharaoh. Now I just need to go to the Hall of Stories and unlock the door. The legend says there's a test that the Nords put in place to keep the unworthy away, but that when you have the golden claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands. Okay. Yeah. That's the key. Bear, moth, moon, or whatever. Okay. Who saw me? No one. I sneak. Again, death from the shadows. Y'all shouldn't have woken up. Y'all should have stayed asleep. Better bow, so. What the fuck did I miss? Oh. I only missed once. Hey, buddy. There's a bit of fire there, my guy. Gotta watch where you're going. Come on. Running out of arrows here. Also, I don't have anything on. I'm basically naked. Should put clothes on. We're not gonna wear that. There we go. Now we're pretty. Oh, the chain open. Whoops. I was looking at my phone, actually. Doing other things. God forbid I do one thing at a time, you know what I mean? Actually pay attention sounds like a hassle. I'm not going to do alchemy, so I don't know why I picked that up. I'm not going to pick up troll school either. I must pick up the mushrooms. I would survive that fall, but no point in doing it, you know what I mean? Right above her breast. Come on. I don't even get one of them back. Not very cash money of you. be dead. And I killed him. I haven't leveled up yet, right? Eh. Fuck you. Ah, fuck off. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Oh, fire arrows. Definitely want that. I'm going to assume the fire arrows set things on fire. What quest do I have equipped? Oh. Fuck you. Scaring the shit out of me, my boy. Dude, seriously. What is my punching skill? Because I'm really good at it. It's at 20. Well, that's not it. Hold on. It's at 20. I will do lockpicking, just not right now. Actually, we're not at 40 sneak. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do lockpicking now. I mean, I get Khajiit have claws, but still. can't run and jump, huh? So it's bear, moth coffin. Oh, whoops, it was right. I wonder how those doors would get installed. 'Cause that seems like a lot of work. I'm not saying it's not worth it, but, you know. Seems hard. I'd argue not worth it. But what do I know? Nothing. And that's by design. I mean, it's special. I'll take it, but I'm not. Yep. See ya. Alright, see ya, my guy. Sleep well. I gotta go. Gotta leave. Actually, I don't have to go. I'm choosing to go. I don't want to lie. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da, ba-ba. I'm gonna take these flowers. Put that right here. I am the goddess of beauty. Thank you for pointing that out. Dovahkiin. Dovahkiin. Do need to go see the Jarl, but you know, let's go back to Riverwood. Imperials are racist. Gosh. Need to get out of the rain. house do I have the key to? Where would be the Gertrude's house? Give me the... Stay here as long as you want. I just won't tell you which house is mine. Help! Help me! Fucking raining out there. How many people live here? Rayloff? Having a hard time sleeping, buddy? I can stay here, just not while y'all are here. I'm going to an inn. Just get gold. Mine. Of Fiore and Holger. In her 29th summer of life, Fiore the huntress met the warlord Holger on the field of battle. None remember what they fought over, for their love to come was so great it overshadowed all rivalries or disputes. They fought to a standstill as their followers looked on, till her sword broke his axe and his shield dulled her blade. And all could see that they were equals. As the eagle finds its mate, so too did Fiore find hers in Holger. And a time of peace came to the clans of the forest. But as the summer's warmth gives way to winter's chill, so too would this peace pass. But the snake came and bit Holger, its venom seeping deep into the wound. A whale greeted Fiore's view as she... I feel like a lot of the story got cut out. A whale greeted Fiore's view as she came over the snow-covered mountains to the coast. She obtained an elixir from Akavir and returned to the forest in haste. Though Holger could smell the winds of Sovngrad, she gave him the elixir, and he was cured in an instant. But the snake bit Fiore as she poured the last bit. She poured the last drop. The last drop into Holger's mouth, and fatigued from her journey, she joined the ancestors immediately. Holger's grief was such that he built a tomb, and upon completion took his own life, that he might rejoin her. It's a fucking story, buddy. Search that. I think your soup needs cheese wheel. Go to the trader in the morning. Let's go to the inn.
Orgnar. Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch. Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Okay. Did y'all wake up to have that conversation in front of me? I'm in the inn, right? What are y'all doing going to bed? I'll suck. I'll sit in this chair until morning. Still raining. Oh. No day, no time like the present.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold.
Oh, whoops.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Clairvoyance, frostbite, fury, increases armor. Improves. Ooh. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
Well, I'm glad it's back in your hands, my guy. Whoa, $400? Hey, how's it going?
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs.
Not a problem. Alright. Oh, I did a good deed. Guess we gotta go to Whiterun. Put that on the quest. I guess it would help if I'm, you know. Bless you, mother. We do have a plot to get started, you know. We gotta become the Dragonborn or whatever. Harvested meat. And it's time to move on. Alright. You didn't want none of that smoke, buddy. Probably could fight a giant with the damage I'm outputting. Come on. Found a farm. A guard.
By Eastmere, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north, by the Lauria's farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. Like to see him laugh his way out of that.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthgar. But you were gone longer than usual. I got to thinking maybe you weren't coming back.
You sound like my ma. Figured I was lying dead in a field somewhere. Is that it?
Thought did cross my mind, yeah. War brewing, talk of a riot in Helgen. That now jesters? Skyrim's gone mad.
Hello, Khajiit.
Yes? Take a look.
Oh, that'd be good to have. But I'm not gonna have it.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
I don't want to spend half my money. Or, you know, a little over half. Where's the strange jester? Figured I'd run into one, but... Well, the jester seemed to have booked it. We're not going to talk to him at all.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Also, the city's clearly not closed. There she goes. I suppose she lives here and I don't, but point remains. Point remains, my guy. Point remains, my dude. Game crashed. Game crashed, my guy. Gonna have to reload. One crash so far. Technically my second crash. But First one of the stream. Now, admittedly, nothing has happened. We literally just ran to Whiterun, and that was it. So whatever, you know. Once again, murked the wolf. It had no chance. No chance in hell. Second tries a charm, so come on, kiss the horse for good luck.
By Eastmere, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north, by the Lauria's farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. I'd like to see him laugh his way out of that.
Now, I think what it was is I do have a mod, I think, that does something to that does something to Whiterun, so that could be doing it.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Well, look at that. It worked this time. Second try is a charm.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Not if I steal everything that's not nailed down, you won't. Can't have you... I don't know, fuck that, I don't actually give a shit. I need to hire a lawnmower.
Still warm from the oven.
This book here. Thief of Virtue. Let me tell you the tale of the Thief of Virtue. In the land of Hammerfell, in the city of Such, there lived a baron who was quite wealthy. If he was a noted collector of rare coins. The Baroness Veronique found the whole thing quite tedious. However, she did appreciate the lifestyle that the Baron's wealth provided. Ravius Tyrannus was a noted thief. He claimed to be a master thief in the mythical Guild of Thieves. However, this was most likely just braggadocio. The only known thieves' guild was wiped out over 450 years ago. Ravius decided the Baron should share his wealth. Specifically, he should share it with Ravius. The wily thief crept into the Baron's castle one night, intending to do just that. The walls of the castle were noted for their height and unscalability. Ravius clearly used an arrow of penetration to affix a rope to the top of the battlements. Once on the battlements, he had to evade the Baron's guards. By hiding in the shadows, he was able to work his way to the keep, undetected. Entering the keep was child's play for a thief of his caliber. However, a cunning lock with no less than 13 pins protected the private quarters of the Baron. Ravius broke only 9 lockpicks to open it. Using only a fork, a bit of string, and a wineskin, he disabled the 7 traps guarding the Baron's coin collection. Truly, Ravius was a master among thieves. With the coins safely in his grasp, Ravius began his escape, only to find the way blocked. The Baron found the open door and was raising the guards to scour the castle. Ravius fled deeper into the castle, one step ahead of the questing guards. His only way out led through the boudoir of Baroness Veronique. He entered to find the lady preparing for bed. Now, it should be said that Ravius was noted for his handsome looks, while the Baroness was noted for her plainness. Both these facts were immediately recognized by each of the pair. Dost thou come to plunder my virtue? Asked the lady, all a-tremble. Nay, fair lady, Ravius said, thinking quickly. Plunder be a harsh term to apply upon such a delicate flower as your virtue. I see thou hast made off with all of mine husband's precious coins. Ravius looked deeply into her eyes and only saw the path by which he would escape the night with his life. It would require a double sacrifice. Though these coins are of rarest value, I have now found a treasure that is beyond all value, Ravius said smoothly. Tell me, O beauteous one, why dost thy husband set 7 deadly traps around these tawdry coins, but only a simple lock upon the door of his virtuous wife? Ignis protects those things that are dearest to him, Veronique replied with ire. I would give all the gold in my possession to spend but a moment basking in your radiance. With that, Ravius set down the coins he had worked so hard to steal. The Baroness swooned into his arms. When the captain of the guard asked to search her quarters, she hid Ravius most skillfully. She turned over the coins, claiming the thief dropped them when he fled out the window. With that sacrifice made, Ravius steeled himself for the second. He robbed the lady Veronique of her virtue that night. He robbed her of it several times, lasting well into the wee hours of the morning. Exhausted yet sated, he stole away in the pre-dawn hours. Well, I'm glad I was allowed to take it, because I took it.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
Yeah, I might get around to doing that, but not right now. We made it. Dragon's Root.
come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
I have what you want.
What would you have me do then?
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors. Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
Who's this then? So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. One moment.
We should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token.
I'm never gonna wear it, but thank you.
There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
I know where your court jester is, or whatever the fuck his name was. Up on the table.
What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so. The Jarl can be found in the Great Hall,
Farengar,
probably sitting
I think
on
I
his
found
Jarl's
someone
throne.
who can help you
Not
with
over
your
here in a wizard's
dragon
laboratory.
project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. You are eager to begin your adventure. Excellent. The sooner begun, the sooner done, eh? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth.
Yeah, man, I just travel dungeons for fun.
That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
That's it?
Farengar.
So now what? I'm not allowed to steal that. I'm not allowed to have that.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? Exciting. Where was it seen?
Mwah.
What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it.
Be careful.
Let's go.
Not now. So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, We'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
Kidding me? I'm ahead there, buddy.
My men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend.
We're friends?
I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons
I mean,
than
I didn't
anyone
fight
else
the dragon,
here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone
I just
for
need a kiss.
Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
Thanks.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both. I need you here working.
I serve Jarl Balgruff as steward.
Yeah, and you suck at it. I don't think you can fast travel from inside the building, right? I was expecting it to crash, actually. Two hours, huh? Damn. $2, man. Just time flies, you know what I mean? When you're having a good time with buddies. Or, you know, talking at people. You know, one of the two. Whatever it is you find the most pleasure in life with. Oh, I should learn that frost spell. Oh. Uh-oh. We got fog. That'd be a perfect time for fighting a dragon, don't you guys think?
Talos, save us! It's a dragon! Fort the dragon!
Shit. on fire? I'd rather not be. I mean, if it's all the same, take her body. You know what I mean? He's dead.
Let's make sure that overgrown lizard is really dead. Damn good shooting, boys.
What's happening?
Everybody.
There we go.
Get back!
It is me, for I have the power. For I am a dragon person. That's what I rolled my character as. You know what? Sure. We'll learn it.
Power of old. The voice of the Dragonborn.
That's me. I'm the Dragonborn.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. Yes, I think I am. You can shout now. That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irileth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irileth. Tell us, do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecar. You ain't a Nord.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then.
Okay. Oh, that was you talking. Yeah, I am. I'm pretty great. Report back to the Jarl. Eat your vegetable.
Look, you already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
We will be back. This is not over.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We will pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. It's none of your concern. If that doesn't interest you, feel free. We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A Redguard woman. She may be somewhere in the city.
Well, that's the thing. The second they go, it's none of your information. You don't need to know why we're looking for her. They're probably not on the up and up. You know what I mean? I mean, they're right. It's more than likely not any of my business. But if you want my help, you know, appeal to me. Go like, okay, look, man, she's wanted criminal, murdered 20 fucking people. Lie about it. Like, I think those guys are lying. Like, they're pieces of shit, if I recall correctly. But I don't recall. It's been a while. But just lie about it. You know, like, look, man. Or tell the God's honest truth. You know what I mean? Or just go like, look, man, I'm a scumbag. And I'm trying to do scumbag shit. Help me be a scumbag, or I'll kill you.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth. Dragonborn. What do you know about... So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, what, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard
He's a
on
dipshit.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, well, y'all have fun with that. I don't really care about your city. Hello, Lydia. See ya, Lydia. Not really interested in a new buddy. Relic works alone. I saw that. Alright, do I even want to go do that? I don't even think I want to do that. I did want to do that.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Nothing to say, okay. Ow. Assuming, yeah. What time? 5 p.m. So, what's up, chicken? Where's cow?
I ain't done nothing. Sure, whatever.
Lady? Hi there. Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. It's what Brennan said since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
What? Only if I can help it. But damn... Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. Then we got nothing more to talk about.
Bye.
Wiggins, I can handle it. This talk of dragons, world gone mad.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. Of a sort. Within these walls, if I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman. Ah, so you're an alchemist then?
No, but, you know, whatever.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts.
It's not easy being
For
a woman
modest
in Skyrim, I
I'll
know.
make great
But
art.
stay strong, and men will come to respect you, and maybe even fear you.
Sure, I guess.
You'll find tonics, sap.
Kind of hoping for information. Figured an N would be a good. Oh, that's not an N. Oops. Which one is this?
Our suffering.
And what of my son? Hmm?
The few
What
seconds
of
from my
Thorald?
supper is all I
Is he
ask.
nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. I assume you saw the Gildergreen? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect.
There we go. Damn. You got no money.
Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary.
Cool.
I'll take my leave then.
I'm not interested, actually, in the companion. But thank you for telling me about the companions. Are you a bandit?
Now ain't this a surprise?
This is the end for you.
Damn shame. That didn't have to happen, but, you know, it did happen. That's what's... Ahiri. You can take those prices and eat them. We found our own source of skooma now. The real stuff. Not that watered down shit you've been selling. And don't even think of ratting us out. One word to the guards and I'll make sure they know what that seer of yours is really up to. I should probably take it. Hold one that evening. Pretty looking shield. Skooma. Sit quietly, child, and listen. For the story I'll tell you is a story of the ages. But what is it, grandmother? Is it a story of heroes and beasts? Grandfather looked patiently at the child. He was growing into a fine boy. Soon he would see the value in the stories, the lessons that were taught to each generation. Just listen, child. Let the story take root in your heart. In a time before now, long before now, when the Skull were new, there was peace in the land. The sun was hot and the crops grew long, and the people were happy in the peace that the All-Maker provided. But the Skull grew complacent and lazy. They took for granted the lands and the gifts the All-Maker had given them. They forgot, or chose not to remember, that the adversary is always watching, and that he delights in tormenting the All-Maker and his chosen people. And so it was that the adversary came to be among the Skull. The adversary has many aspects. He appears in the holy beasts and the incurable plague. At the end of seasons, we will know him as Thartad, the world devout. But in these ages, he came to be known as the Greedy Man. The Greedy Man, that is what we will call him, for to speak his name would certainly bring ruin to people. Lived among the Skald for many months. Perhaps he was just a man, but when the adversary entered him, he became the Greedy Man, and that is how he is remembered. It came to be, one day, that the powers of the skull left them. The strength left the arms of the warriors, and the shaman could no longer summon the beasts to their side. The elders thought that surely the Allmaker was displeased, and some suggest that the Allmaker had left them forever. It was then that the Greedy Man appeared to them and spoke. You of the skull have grown fat and lazy. I have stolen the gifts of your Allmaker. I have stolen the oceans, so you'll forever know thirst. I have stolen the lands and the trees and the sun, so your crops will wither, die. I have stolen the beasts, so you will go hungry. And I have stolen the winds, so you will live without the spirit of the Allmaker. And until one of you can reclaim these gifts, the skull will live in misery and despair. For I am the Greedy Man, and that is my nature. And the Greedy Man disappeared. The members of the skull spoke for many days and nights. They knew that one of them must retrieve the gifts, but they could not decide who it should be. I cannot go, said the elder, for I must stay to lead the skull and tell our people what is law. I cannot go, said the warrior, for I must protect the skull. My sword will be needed in case the Greedy Man reappears. I cannot go, said the shaman, for the people need my wisdom. I must read the poems and offer my knowledge. It was then that a young man named Avon lifted his voice. He was strong of arm and fleet of foot, though he was not yet a warrior of the skull. I will go, said Avar, and the skull laughed. Hear me out, the boy continued. I am not a warrior, not yet a warrior, so my sword will not be needed. I cannot read, so the people will not seek my counsel, and I am young and not yet wise in the ways of the law. I will retrieve the gifts from the Allmaker, from the Greedy Man, and if I cannot, I will not be missed. But the skull thought on this briefly and decided to let Avar go. He left the village the next morning to retrieve the gifts. The first one he set out to retrieve was the gift of water. So he traveled to the water stone. It was there that the Allmaker first spoke to him. Travel west to the sea and follow the swimmer to the waters of life. So Avar walked to the edge of the ocean, and there was the swimmer, a black horker, sent from the Allmaker. The swimmer dove into the waters and swam very far, and far again. Avar was strong though, and he swam hard. He followed the swimmer to a cave, swimming deeper and deeper, his lungs burning and his limbs exhausted. At last he found a pocket of air, and there in the dark he found the waters of life. Gathering his strength, he took the waters and swam back to shore. Upon returning to the water stone, the Allmaker spoke. You have returned the gift of water to the skull. The oceans again will bear fruit, and their thirst will be quenched. Avar then traveled to the earth stone, and there the Allmaker spoke to him again. Enter the cave of the hidden music, and hear the song of the earth. So Avar traveled north and east to the cave of the hidden music. He found himself in a large cavern, where the rocks hung from the ceiling and grew from the ground itself. He listened there, and heard the song of the earth, but it was faint. Grabbing his mace, he struck the rocks of the floor in time with the song, and the song grew louder, until it filled the cavern and his heart. Then he returned to the earth stone. The gift of the earth is with the skull again, said the Allmaker. The lands are rich again, and will bear life. Avar was tired as the sun burned him, and the trees offered no shade, and there was no wind to cool him. Still, he traveled to the beast rock, and the Allmaker spoke. Find the good beast and ease his suffering. Avar traveled through the woods of the Innisford for many hours until he heard the cries of a bear from over the hill. As he crested the hill, he saw the bear, a falmer's arrow piercing its neck. He checked the woods for the falmer, for that is what they were, though some say they were not. And finding none, approached the beast. He spoke soothing words and came upon it slowly, saying, "Good beasts, I mean you no harm. The Allmaker has sent me to ease your suffering." Hearing these words, the bear ceased his struggles and laid his head at Avar's feet. He grasped the arrow and pulled it from the bear's neck. Using the little nature magic he knew, Avar tended the wound, though it took the last bit of strength. As the bear's wound closed, Avar slept. When he awoke, the bear stood over him, and the remains of a number of falmer were strewn about. He knew the good beast had protected him during the night. He had traveled back to Beast Rock, the bear by his side, and the Allmaker spoke to him again. "You have returned the gift of the beasts. Once again, the good beasts will feed the skull when they are hungry, clothe them when they are cold, and protect them in time." Avar's strength had returned to him, so he had traveled to the tree's stone, though the good beast did not follow him. When he arrived, the Allfather spoke to him. "The first trees are gone and must be replanted. Find the seed and plant the first trees." Avar traveled again through the Herstang forest, searching for the seeds of the first tree, but he could find none. He spoke to the tree spirits, the living trees. They told him that the seeds had been stolen by one of the falmer, for they are the servants of the adversary. And this falmer was hiding deep in the forest, so that none would ever find him. Avar traveled to the deepest part of the forest, and there he found the evil falmer. Surrounded by the lesser tree spirits, Avar could see that the spirits were in his thrall, that he had used the magics of the seeds and spoke their secret name. Avar knew he could not stand against such a force. He must retrieve the seeds in secret. Avar reached into his pouch and drew out his flint. Gathering leaves, he started a small fire outside the clearing, where the falmer and the ensourced spirits milled. All the skull knew the spirits' hatred of fires, for the fires ravaged the trees they served. At once, the nature of the spirits took hold, and they rushed to quell the flames. During the commotion, Avar stuck behind the falmer and snatched the pouch of seeds, stealing away before the evil being knew they were gone. When Avar returned to the tree stump, he planted the tree in the ground, and the Allmaker spoke to him. "The gifts of the trees is restored. Once again, the trees and plants will bloom and grow, and provide nourishment and shade." Avar was tired, for the sun would only burn, and the woods would not cool him, but he rested briefly in the shade of the trees. His legs were weary and his eyes heavy, but he continued on, traveling to the sun's setting. Again, the Allmaker spoke. "The gentle warmth of the sun is stolen, so now it only burns. Free the sun from the halls of penumbra." A horror game. So he's got a lot to do. I think that takes place in dreams too, so it's weird. And so Avar walked west, over the frozen lands, until he reached the halls of penumbra. The air inside was thick and heavy, and he could see no farther than the end of his arm. Still, he felt his way along the walls, though he heard the shuffling of feet, and knew that this place held the unholy beasts who would tear his flesh and eat his bones. For hours he crept along until he saw a faint glow far at the end of the hall. There, from behind a sheet of perfect ice, came a glow so bright he had to shut his eyes, lest they be forever blind. He plucked the flaming eye from one of the unholy beasts, and threw it at the ice with all his might. A small crack appeared in the ice, then grew larger. Slowly, the light crept out between the cracks, widening them, splitting the ice wall into pieces. With a deafening crack, the wall crumbled, and the light rushed over Avar and through the halls. He heard the shrieks of the unholy beasts as they were blinded and burned. He ran out the halls, following the light, and collapsed on the outside. When he was able to rise again, the sun again warmed him, and he was glad for that. He traveled back to the Sunstone, where the Allmaker spoke to him. The gift of the sun is the skull's again. It will warm him and give him heat. Avar had one final gift he hadn't recovered, the winds. So he traveled to the Wind Stone. So far on the western island, when he arrived, the Allmaker spoke to him, giving him his final task. Find the greedy man and release the wind from its captivity. So Avar wandered the land in search for the greedy man. He looked in the trees, but the greedy man did not hide there, nor did he hide near the oceans, or the deep caves, and the beasts had not seen him in the dark forest. Avar came to a crooked house, and he knew that there he would find the greedy man. "Who are you?" shouted the greedy man, "that you would come to my house?" "I am Avar of the Skull," said Avar. "I am not a warrior, shaman, or elder. If I do not return, I will not be missed. But I have returned. The oceans and the earth, the trees, the beasts, and the sun, and I will return the winds to my people, that we all may feel the spirit of the Allmaker in our souls again." And with that, he grabbed up the greedy man's bag and tore it open. The winds rushed out with gale force, sweeping the greedy man up and carrying him off far from the island. Avar breathed in the winds and was glad. He walked back to the Wind Stone, where the Allmaker spoke to him the final time. "You have done well, Avar. You, the least of the Skull, have returned my gifts to them. The greedy man is gone, for now, and should not trouble your people again in your lifetime. Your Allmaker is pleased. Go now and live according to your nature." And Avar started back to the Skull village. "And then what happened, grandfather?" "What do you mean, child?" He went home. "No, when he returned to the village," the child continued. "Was he made a warrior? Was he taught the ways of the shaman? Did he lead the Skull in battle?" "I don't know. That is where the story ends," said the grandfather. "But that is not an ending. That's not how stories end." The old man laughed and got up from his chair. "Is it not?" Which, that's a reference, right? That's isn't that how the Princess Bride goes? Fred Savage is mad at the end of the story. It's like, "But what happens next, Grandpa?" That's the end of the story. I'm not 100% certain, because I always skip the Fred Savage parts, because I don't really care for him. Oh, we're out of stamina. Oh no. Whoa, there's a lot of you guys. Where are y'all hunting?
Bothering me funnel! Stuck here! Stuck! My poor mother. Unmoving. Oh, poor Cicero is stuck. Can't you see? I was transporting my dear, sweet mother. Well, not her. Her corpse. She's quite dead. I'm taking Mother to a new home. A new crypt, but... Go to the farm. The Lorius farm. Convince Loris to fix my wheel. And poor Cicero will reward you with coin. Gleamy, shiny coin.
Okay. Well, I'll see what I can do. Sometimes I wanna go back where I lost my day and see if it's still there.
Can I help you?
Well, it's raining in real life too.
Oh, for the love of Mara, what now? Huh, tell me something I don't know. Why can't he just leave us alone? Pain! Have you seen the man? He's completely out of his... And he's transporting some giant... You could have anything in there. War contraband, weapons, skooma. Well, there is something. There's a guard patrols the road, that crazy jester. You could report the fool. You know, say he's done something against the law. That will at least get... Fine, suit yourself. But you're wrong anyway. Just look at the fool. I don't know what it is, but he's damn well guilty of something. I thought we talked enough. Unless you've reconsidered my offer. That Cicero needs sorting. Look, Yes, you're right. Feller might be nutters, might not. Look, thanks. And
I mean,
I'm
you're right. He is fucking crazy. But, you know, whatever.
Poor mother! Her new home seems so very far. You did? Oh! Here for your troubles.
What are y'all killing?
Gold. A few coins for your kind deed. And thank
a lot of you guys. What the fuck?
Again.
Not a problem. I gotta see what these guys are trying to hunt down. They're all just doing exercises in the night? Where are we going? Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Don't break my regards.
Oh, are y'all hunting Stormcloak, motherfucker? Holy shit. Holy shit. Is this a battle? Oh shit. I'm not involved in this. I need to go back to Whiterun. Well, I think that just about wraps it up. There's more stuff to do, of course. We did not come anywhere close to beating Skyrim. I was originally thinking that maybe we would go, you know, to the Greybeards and at least start that. But, there it is. Let's do the fast travel horse. We're gonna go here, save the game, and we're gonna call it a stream. Aren't you the fast travel guy? No fast traveling at night, my guy? You gotta sleep sometime, you know what I mean? Kiss the horse for good luck. Well.
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvar.
Oh, there you are.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the... Where do you want to go?
I'll go to Solitude.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already...
Back where I lost my faith. And see if it's still there. Okay. Well, like I said, that's gonna do it. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. But it's time to go. It is time to boot, scoot, boogie. Y'all have a wonderful evening and safe travels. Bye.